Here we are for round one. Let's see what we got going on over here. Got a student of warfare on the draw. That's probably good enough. Got student of warfare into metamorph. Kitchen Finks probably pretty good too. Metamorphing the Kitchen Finks is really exciting. This hand kind of wants to be playing against burn. Like make a 3/3 next turn. Make Kitchen Finks clone the Finks. White-red is usually aggressive, so I mean, ideally we'll hit some blue mana and get to do some stuff later. Persist works particularly interestingly with clone creatures because it does clone the persist and it will come back, but you can copy something else, which is interesting if there's something else to copy. Like it's going to have a neg1 counter on it, so we couldn't counter a student of warfare. It'd be a 0/0. Mimic Vat, you say? That's an interesting one, and does kind of mess with my persisting plans. I wonder if I just want my own Mimic Vat. I legitimately might. The problem is if they have the kill spells, the active player's triggers go on the stack first. So if it's their turn and they kill my dude, then they're still going to get it. I think that's how it works, but I'm strongly considering the possibility of wanting my own Mimic Vat. We're certainly hitting for 3, so I guess we can do that while I think through this. I think I still have to go with the Kitchen Finks first. Because again, if they don't have a removal spell or they're looking to trade in combat, then this is just better, right? Well, they're going to have a Bone Shredder under a Mimic Vat. That's kind of terrible. That's kind of terrible for me. So options are clone this or just make my own Vat. I'm going to have to make my own Vat. I'm still not quite sure how I can leverage this. Like them making a 1/1 is not a big deal at all. Them snagging my Kitchen Finks is going to be a problem. Mimic Vat's a very strong card. And I don't think we really have any ways to interact with it. Again, if the rules work the way I think they do, we're not going to have a chance to interact with it. Even this turn, they're just going to be able to grab our stuff before we get a chance to nag it. So I'm not 100% certain that this is even good. But I know that them having 3 mana kill your dude spells is not good. And this potentially puts me in a position to do something. I thought we were up against a burn deck with that turn 1 mountain and was excited about our curve, but it looks a bit less exciting now, doesn't it? Opponent disconnected. Apparently the Phyrexian Metamorph was just too powerful. We'll see if they make it back. That's one way to win round 1. It's not exactly how I wanted to win it, but I'll take it. Alright, took a while, but they're back, which is interesting. I do want to see if my thoughts about this interaction are correct. I guess, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, if I attack, they block and it dies. If I don't, they're just not going to pay Echo and it dies. That means that there's actually a little bit of an incentive for me to just let it die in case they screw up and want to play the Echo. Like, there's no way they should do that, but all I'm doing by attacking is tapping my Kitchen Finks. Maybe they don't understand the interaction. I really do believe that the active player gets first grab, which may mean that their effect goes on the stack first. So I want this to die on their turn. Yeah, this is a complicated rules interaction when there's two Mimic Bats out, and I think I'm realizing that it actually favors me for this to die on their turn, because their stuff goes on the stack first, mine goes on second, meaning mine will resolve first. I think. Because if I get a Bone Shredder under a Mimic Vat, I'm just doing that all day long. What is that art supposed to be of? That thing looks disgusting. Is it like a killer shrimp with a wicked mustache that's eating a skeleton arm? And why does it specifically shred bones? What if there's like skin on them? Yeah, I'm not sure what the flower mustache is about. And like, is that its eyes and up there? Or is that like a scorpion tail? Is it some sort of weird bird? I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, that'll do it. It does mean I don't have to deal with the Bone Shredder this turn, and maybe we've got a little bit of time to try to get them. Because now it is time for us to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. And that must mean that it works the way I think... the way I finally thought it does, and that if stuff dies on their turn, I get it. If stuff dies on my turn, they get it. Which means it was accidentally very good that I didn't attack there. Ooh, hello there, Council's Judgment. How are you? And I thought I didn't have any way to interact with it. I do have exactly one. This one. That couldn't have gone much better. And it's even fine not to have hit the Emiria Angel on curve, because I'd rather play a land after we play it and get my token. Or would I rather... Well... There's something about Secure the Waste into Glorious Anthem that makes me happy. That gives me 3 2/2s. Like, I can Glorious Anthem this and attack Gideon and they chomp, and that's okay, I guess. And in the next turn, I could Secure the Wastes and have them at instant speed, which is probably okay too. I think I'm down with this. Let's pressure Gideon. It's funny that we're playing a mono white deck here. A Johnny, you say? So doing some Planeswalker shenanigans. I think I like the end of turn Secure the Waste, untap Banishing Light line. I think that gives me the most options for clearing Planeswalkers. Like, they probably use a Johnny to keep the Finks tapped. Olivia. Okay, Olivia's a problem. That may be a better target for Banishing Light. But let's get our 2/2s. The reason that may be a better target for Banishing Light is I can kill... Man, missing that landfall trigger sucks, but I want to be able to play Linvala too. If I don't kill Olivia, they're going to start taking all my stuff. If I kill Olivia and swing in, I can at least take out Gideon. And then we just have to deal with Johnny. That's where I'm at. It's not exactly a happy place, but it is the place that I'm at. Is there any argument that I'm supposed to just go face with this? Like, if I swing face, I put him to 4. But I think I'd rather have Gideon dead. I don't think this is focusing too much on the Planeswalker. Although it might be. I certainly don't want a Johnny to ultimate. That would be bad, but I've got 2 turns before that's a problem. So Lava Claw Reaches can come in and block, which is fine. It may just be a Myria Angel land. Send both of these at a Johnny, and then I've got 2 attackers for Johnny next turn. Then we can cast Linvala the turn after. That's probably fine. There's also the argument to send these at face, but I'm a little nervous about, like, when they're ready, they can fire off this and gain 3 life. That could be bad for me. That could be very bad for me. Looks like we're up against Mardu Walker shenanigans, which is kind of a cool deck. Mardu Vat. Okay. That does take out my duders. Like I said, that's a reason to be scared of a Johnny. Funny, Linvala is just going to be a 6/6 or a 5/5 flyer here, but that's kind of fine. Immediately popping their fetch land. We would have been happy to have a fetch with the Myria Angel, I guess, but not the world we're living in. If they've got something like Wrath here, we could be really, really wrecked. And that is a Wrath. That is indeed a Wrath. All right, so we're now on island or just lose, I think. Well, they kind of need something to deal with this too, right? And they got it. All right, show me an island. It's not an island. That is not an island. All right. They can wrath my lands. If they don't kill her too, I kill them on the crackback. So there's that. But if they can kill her and then ultimate a Johnny, we're done. That does it. That does it. I don't think we're winning this one, boys and girls. Which is a real shame. I had high hopes. Not even really sure what I can draw to get out of this. That's probably a start. I'm going to need them to play like a big creature. Unexpectedly absent. What can I do with that? Not really anything. I guess I just want to string together a bunch of lands and have them play a big enough creature that I can play and kill them with. Which is not super likely, but... And for me to hit like island plains. I thought we were very well in control of that game, but we were not. And they're probably not going to play anything besides this, so the control magic may not even be what I'm after here, but... Sure. Nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah, it's got us dead a couple different ways, but they can pump it and have their fun if they want to. All right. So this is not the aggro matchup that I'm worried about. So things like here, not really necessarily what I need. I think I'm interested in finding room for a mana tithe. It looks like we're going to be grinding a little bit. A Johnny got me good there, but I don't know that a Johnny's going to get us every time. They're not really playing enough creatures that control magic looks like it's going to be phenomenal, but I mean, it's always going to be okay. The Legacy's Allure has a similar problem in that it just doesn't grab a lot of their creatures, and that's hard to cast early anyway, so I think I can cut that. I might be interested in a Johnny to like combat their planeswalkers with the idea that if I've got any sort of board state, I can play it, jump it, and I can play it, jump a creature, and kill their planeswalker. And it looks like that is what this is going to revolve around. I don't think Linvala is necessarily the finisher I want, so we could look at something like Entreat the Angels, perhaps. I think like it's 5 mana 4/4, or if we top deck it, maybe potentially much better. Yeah, I think I can get behind this being our plan. And I think I like it. I think it's a good plan. I would like to play first. Well, I mean, it's got a plan. It's weird to have these mono white hands where we've got, you know, 9-ish blue sources in the deck, but this is a very interesting start. If they don't kill our mentor, it's going to be kind of stupid. Because I'm certainly playing the mentor next turn. All right, that's a 6 mana plan that I like. If this guy isn't interacted with. This is almost to kill this guy right now or you're dead. It's not quite that, but it's really close. Because they'd be taking 6 next turn, plus I have a 2/2. So how do I feel about unexpectedly absenting a snake after we attack in? Or do I just slam the Anthem and the dude and move along with my life? Like if they untap in Wrath, I'm going to be pretty unhappy about that. I don't want to trade this for nothing. I think I like Anthem into Student. And if they've got a removal spell, it's really, really bad for me. But if they, or excuse me, a Wrath specifically, if they don't, we've got a potentially great attack next turn. It's a 2 for 3 if they're able to pull it off. God, blue mana would have been really nice here. So I can certainly attack here. The question is, do I want to attack somewhere else too? And the answer is maybe. Because if I don't, they're just chumping with that infinitely. But I still don't think I have a good attack past that snake. Redirecting it to him. I mean, I almost just want to unexpectedly absent the Student and then replay it. But I'm kind of okay with those trading. Like, that's not the end of the world. I thought they would just chump it ad nauseum, but that's fine. Problem is I got to get rid of the snake and then have them, I can make them take a while to draw it with the absent. I guess I can start throwing tokens at it, but they just, again, trade it with that. I'm a long way away from buying this back too, because I would need blue mana, which I'm apparently never going to draw. This is not fun. Like, if I can hit 2 blue, I could take the Ephenomancer, and that's great, but I can't, so I guess we're just sitting and staring at each other. I really thought my mana was better than this, but I guess not. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not good. I guess that was the upside on the first strike, dude, is it could force that to chump every turn, but they're still just staring at each other. I mean, maybe timeout is an option. I'd feel a little slime bally doing that, but not too slime bally to not do it. Okay. Can't really threaten that. It's the beginning of each upkeep, right? Yes, so there's just nothing I can do about that. Blue mana, he said, hopefully? No, Amiria Angel? Yeah, I mean, I guess it can start attacking. I feel like the chances of it surviving Chandra is pretty low, but I also don't feel like I'm supposed to hold it. Okay, that's bad news and good news, right? Okay, mostly bad news. Mostly bad news, I would say. If all of our creatures are dead. I guess me having my own Affinimancer is probably my best shot here. And then maybe unexpectedly absenting Chandra. Like, the Affinimancer is going to die. I'll have a Death Toucher. Like, they'll ping it. But I'll have a 2/2 snake to at least block something. Yeah, I don't have a lot of options here. And let's not deal with Chandra for a turn or two. Okay. Olivia is going to just annihilate us. I really think we have a good deck. I think we bumped into like the worst matchup imaginable for it, and then drew particularly poorly. Wow, that is really overly cautious. I think I would have assuredly just burnt the snake and cracked for, what's that, 6/7? Sure. Let's do that. That's enough to actually sort of be a threat. They can take one. I don't like that they can take one. But it means if I hit an island and steal Olivia, we can actually win this game. It's like island off the top, and we're in serious business. It's not an island. So if I swing here, they trade these and take 10. And I'm still really good with, well, no, they don't trade. They ping one, trade them, and take 10. We may actually still have this. I still think island's my best draw, and it's really, really good. Like, they can ping this with the Lavamancer and then ping one of these, but they're going to get it tapped. Okay. That puts them to 4. And this is what, 5 to steal? So they can only take 1 angel. Like, they're going to block the other one with Olivia, but that puts us still exceptionally live. I guess they can let me untap and then take it. That's interesting. Is this the windmill slam? I think it is. Because they can, no, they can't, yeah, they can ping it, but they tap out, which means they're not taking one of my angels, which means I think they're dead to it. Like they could also kill it with the Grim Lavamancer, I suppose, but either one of those costs them a mana and means well, they can't take anything anyway. They just have themselves dead on board. Like I could just take that and kill them, or take this and kill them. They're dead a couple different ways, but let's do it this way. You're at 4. No flying, no flying, no flying, no flying. Okay. Turns out Entreat the Angels is pretty good. I'd also say we're likely favored in a game where they have 1 minute and 27 seconds and we have 13. Although that is certainly no reason to get cocky and not play to the best of our ability. I'm a little interested in this Karmic God now. Maybe a little interested in Legacy's Allure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, we've got 9 blue sources. That should not be a problem. If I cut Karmic God, it would be for Entreat the Angels. And I don't think I want to do that. I think we're supposed to run this back. The Hidden Dragon Slayer is a neat little answer for Olivia, too. I still like the Mana Tithe, even though I'm on the draw. They've got a lot of expensive stuff that I want to nip. This is obviously not great to have here, but it's acceptable. We have blue mana in an opener for the first time. That's interesting. And a temple, too. Yeah, I'll take an image. I like images of the phantasmal variety. Let's get juice nice and suspended. Here's that Mimic Bat. Well, we gonna bounce it. I kind of just want to play out the Anthem. Like the Mimic Bat isn't doing anything right now. I don't want to play this dude until I can play it and get some value from it. Although I suppose I have to if I'm going to have to deal with Koth. Opposition could be quite good if I can untap with some stuff. Am I going to lose a game with less than a minute on the clock? I very well might. I don't really have to worry about a Koth ultimate here. I think I'm supposed to play the Monastery Mentor with the idea that if they don't have a way to kill it, they probably do, but if they don't, and I untap an opposition, we're in great shape. And I can bounce Koth and the Mimic Bat next turn. Actually, I can bounce the Mimic Bat and a land or something if I want to. Okay. Got your own Monastery Mentor. I basically want to make sure I don't die to Koth. Opposition makes sure I don't die to Koth. because bouncing it means I'm still taking another 4, unless I want to entreat the angels. I could bounce this and bounce Koth. I mean, I can play opposition and the phantasmal image. So yeah, let's do that. I can't play opposition and the phantasmal image. Why am I thinking I can do that? I clearly cannot do that. Well, this has haste. I just get to kill Koth. So let's do that instead. And I guess set him back a land drop. Oh, this one doesn't. Oh God, Travis, you're playing so poorly. This is embarrassing, is what it is. It's embarrassing. And I'm potentially giving them the opportunity to get a phantasmal image under a vat. I mean, the good news is I don't die to Koth. The bad news is I may die to my own Mimic Vat. But because I'm so skilled, we were still able to win that matchup. You don't get extra points when you win with extra time left. So I'm not particularly proud of that one, but we got it done. We got it done. Let's see if we can have a more interactive and interesting round 2, shall we? I'll see you there.